Hey, if you've got a dog in Tucson, you already know life here is, well, it's a special kind of life, right? So today, we're going to walk through how to find the perfect trainer for you and your furry sidekick. The goal is to help you both really get out there and enjoy everything our amazing desert city has to offer.
So, here's our plan. First, we'll talk about what makes having a dog in Tucson, Tucson. Then, we'll help you zero in on what your training goals actually are. After that, we'll get into the different trainers and methods out there, talk about things like costs and what to ask, and finally, we'll look at how to put it all into practice right here in town. All right, first up, what is it about being a dog owner here that's so different? Believe me, it's more than just all the sunshine.
I mean, you know how it is. You're out for a walk and boom, a whole family of quail darts across the path. Or you're on the loop and cyclists are just whizzing by. Maybe you're trying to grab a coffee on 4th Ave and it's just packed. And oh yeah, let's not forget about the cactus and the occasional javelina. A really great local trainer just gets these details.
Okay, so now that we've kind of set the scene, let's get down to what you and your dog are really working toward.
So just take a second and think about it. What's the number one thing you wish was different? Is your arm constantly sore from leash pulling? Does your dog go absolutely bonkers when the doorbell rings? Or hey, maybe you just brought home a new puppy and you're thinking, okay, where do I even start? Getting really clear on this is the most important first step.
Most of the time, your goals will fall into one of these buckets. You've got puppy training, all about building that solid foundation. Then there's basic obedience, the classic sit, stay, come. Leash manners are a huge one for making walks enjoyable again. And then there's behavior modification, which tackles the bigger stuff like reactivity or separation anxiety. Knowing where you fit helps you find a trainer who really specializes in what you need.
All right, you've got your goal in mind. Now the big question, who do you call? Let's talk about how to check out trainers and understand their philosophies. You're going to hear this term a lot, positive reinforcement. And honestly, it's about so much more than just handing out treats. It's about using rewards, could be a treat, a favorite toy, or just a lot of praise, to clearly show your dog, yes, that's what I want. It builds this incredible foundation of trust and makes learning feel like a fun game. And that's what really strengthens your bond. So you're going to see a lot of letters after a trainer's name, but what do they actually mean? Well, certifications like CPDTK tell you that the trainer passed a pretty tough exam and is committed to keeping up with their education. It's a real sign of professionalism. Now, for more complex issues like serious fear or aggression, credentials like CBCCK, that indicates a much deeper level of expertise. Now this is probably the most important thing to remember. Any trainer who wants to use fear, intimidation, or pain to get results is a hard pass. Good, effective training should build your dog's confidence, not break their spirit. Humane methods are safer, they work better in the long run, and they protect that special relationship you have with your dog. Okay, let's get into the nitty-gritty. We'll look at the different ways you can do training, what you can expect it to cost, and the key questions you should be asking any trainer you're considering. You pretty much have two main options. There's in-home training, which is perfect for tackling problems that happen right there in your house, like jumping on guests or that mad dash for the door. Then you have group classes. These are fantastic for socializing your dog and teaching them how to focus on you, even when there are other dogs and people around. And let's talk about money. Here's a quick snapshot of the average costs for dog training right here in Tucson. As you can see, group classes are often the most budget-friendly way to get started. On the other end, you have more intensive programs like a board and train, which is a much bigger investment. This should help you line up your goals with what you're looking to spend. When you're talking to a potential trainer, have this list ready. Seriously, their answers are going to tell you a whole lot about their professional style and whether they're a good fit. And pay really close attention to their answer about customizing a plan. You want someone who gets your dog in your lifestyle here in Tucson. So the training doesn't just end when the session is over. Nope. The real work, and honestly, the real fun, is when you start using all these new skills out in the real world. And we are so lucky to have some fantastic places to practice here. The Rolito River Park path is just perfect for polishing those leash skills. The Reed Park Dog Park gives you a safe, fenced-in space to really nail down a reliable recall. And if you're up for a challenge, hiking at Sweetwater Preserve is a great way to test your dog's focus with all that desert wildlife around. And one last really critical tip. Our pavement gets dangerously hot in the summer. Always check it with the back of your hand before you head out. If it's too hot for you to hold it there for about 5 to 7 seconds, it is definitely too hot for their paws. So just keep that outdoor practice to the early mornings or late evenings when it's hot.
At the end of the day, this whole thing is about so much more than just fixing a few problem behaviors. It's about building a stronger, better relationship with your dog. It's about creating a life where you can actually enjoy those brewery patio visits, have peaceful neighborhood walks, and just make countless happy memories together. We really hope this helps, and we wish you the very best on your training journey.